Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is July 3rd, 2024. We are looking at Proverbs chapter 3. And as I was spending time with the Lord this morning, I was thinking about some things. And how many times do we allow the things of the world to be a complete distraction to us? Maybe something's going on in your church that you can't understand. They're pulling away from one thing and focusing on another, and that just doesn't, it's just not right. They need to keep doing what they've been doing and do that. Maybe it's at your work and your boss is making changes that you just don't see the direction that they're going. The company is making decisions that just doesn't, it's not right. They're bringing people in to do work and recognizing things that shouldn't be recognized. It's just odd. Maybe it's your wife or your husband who's making decisions that just seem completely off and strange. Maybe it's this election cycle and what is going on in your community or whatever it is. Can you see how every single one of those things can be a complete distraction, and you're convinced you must do something about it? You've got to bring it to their attention because it's not right. Yes, I understand. I want to do the same thing. There are even times where I, as the pastor, look at the congregation and say, what are they doing? I need to bring it to their attention. And maybe I'm supposed to, but if I don't go to God and talk to Him about it, then I am not doing my job well. You might read something about that in Proverbs chapter 3 today as well. But we're going to look at verse 21 through 26 today and what God has to say about the distractions of what is going on around you and what you're supposed to do about it. And I'm going to promise you it's hard to hear, but when you practice it, it changes everything in your life. Maintain your competence. Maintain your ability and your discretion or your plan. My child, maintain your ability and your plan. My son, don't lose sight of them. They will be life for you and adornment for your neck. Then you will go safely on your way. Your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. You will not lie down, and you will lie down, and your sleep will be pleasant. Don't fear sudden danger or the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the for the Lord will be your confidence, and He will keep your foot from a snare. All these things, unless you're intricately involved in the decision making, the first priority has to be for you to keep your focus on what is the task that God has set before you. I know, because I do this on a regular basis, that it's easy to see a problem and decide that my task is to correct the problem, even though my task is to put my focus on the Lord and accomplish what He has set before me for that moment. Now, sometimes He does show us things, and I can promise you this: if it needs to be addressed, and it feels like it has to be done right now, and you don't feel like you can take the time to talk to God about it, it's probably not from God. Because if it needs to be addressed right now, he's already been talking to somebody about it beforehand to address it. If you can take the time to talk to God about it, and he gives you a very clear and concise way to have the conversation in love, or to address a problem in love, then a few hours, a few days won't matter. And it'll be resolved in a much better way. But my son, my child, maintain your ability and your plan. That's first and foremost. Don't lose sight of them, because that is what's life for you and your decoration for your neck. If you do that, you'll be able to travel safely. Your foot won't stumble, and when you lie down, you won't have to be afraid. Something to think about for today. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.